Okay, well, hello, MoveEasy movers. Welcome to MoveEasy Yoga with Kathy. Today is Saturday, August 27th already. Wow, 2022, or whatever day you're watching this video on YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and start in the usual manner with our legs on a chair or couch or something to support them. We start with a 7-minute static rest. Now, in the past, I have said 90 degrees at hip and knee, but I have since learned that having your legs up is great, but not so with the hips. You might want to bring your hips back just a couple of inches from the chair. So your sacrum, your spine, your fused spine at the base of your spine is flat on the floor. That's what gives you the traction. So you'll feel that your lower back will be flat on the floor. So we're in traction here. We're going to do this for 7 minutes. Let me set my timer. I'm also going to start it with my bell. So 7 minutes. Okay, time is up. Stay where you are and slowly move your head to the right and the left. Loosen up your neck a little. We move slowly so the brain can register what the body is doing. Okay, go ahead and finish up. Now, the next thing we're going to do is head ramping. So you can keep whatever support you have under your head. You can put something else under it if you choose. I'm putting a set of therapy balls. You can have a sponge ball under there, stack of towels, whatever you choose. Now, the idea here is to push the occipital ridge, which is right at your scalp line at the back of your head, towards the floor. So what we're doing is we're reversing text neck. If you look down at your phone or down at your computer or down at your iPad like I do, or reading a book, you want to reverse that, the action you're doing with your neck. So we are pushing the occipital ridge back towards the floor. Now the chin will follow, but the action is produced by pushing the back of the occipital ridge. So we press, hold for a few seconds, and then release. Press, hold, and release. Oh, for somebody like me who looks at their iPad a lot, this really feels good. Press. Now you're pressing the back of your neck. Actually, not your neck, the top of your neck, your occipital ridge, towards the floor. And then release. One more time. Press. And release. Okay, good job. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and move the chair away. We may need it later, but for right now, I'm going to push the chair away. We're going to do our hypopressives. Now, we'll go ahead and do the classic hypopressive first. So we're on our back, knees are bent, heels are on the floor, feet are flexed. So your toes are pointed up. And you raise your arms and round them like you're hugging a tree. And then flip your hands up so they're facing the ceiling. Now you want to relax your shoulders towards the floor. Make a round with your arms. What we're going to do is we're going to take 3 normal breaths, but on the 3rd breath, we're going to exhale all the air out of our lungs and then hold it for the count of 15. Now, if you're new to this, it may be tough. So if you can't make it to 15, that's okay, not a problem. Just go as far as you can. So here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is the last one. Inhale, exhale, all the air out of your lungs. Hold it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to let go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale, arms come down. Or inhale, arms come down. Exhale, feet come down. We're going to do this one more time in this position, and then we're going to move to a different position. So, feet are flexed, only your heels on the floor. Your arms are up and rounded, like you're hugging a tree. Flip your hands so they're face the ceiling. Relax your shoulders so they're resting on the floor. And 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale all the air out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Okay. Now go ahead and come up to sitting. Move slowly. We're going to do hypopressives in a different position. You can actually do these in almost any position. But I read an article and I thought we would try it this way. So sitting cross-legged, your hands are on your knees. We're going to do the same thing that we did before. We're going to take 3 breaths, and on the 3rd breath, we're going to exhale all the air out of our lungs and hold it for 15 seconds. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath, inhale, exhale, everything out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Now we're going to alternate nostril breathing. So you might want to have a tissue, because if you're like me, your nose will run. So with alternate nostril breathing, you take your finger, your forefinger, you can use your right hand or your left hand, and you put it on that nostril and push in. It sounds like you have a cold. You inhale and then exhale. And then take your thumb, or you can take your other finger, push it on the other nostril, let go, inhale on that nostril, exhale through the nostril. We're breathing just through our nostrils. And then press on the other one. Exhale, inhale, and then exhale. I always want to exhale through my nose or through my mouth. And press again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You may notice that one nostril is more clogged than the other. That's normal. Inhale. Exhale. This is the last one. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, excuse me. All righty. So while we're sitting here, let's do some neck stretches. So let me set my timer because we're going to time this. So you're sitting You can sit cross-legged. You can sit in hero pose if you choose. Hero poses like this. These are probably the two best positions for this. So your back is going to stay straight. We're going to put our right ear to our right shoulder. We're going to hold this. And after, this is a 40-second hold. After 20 seconds, we'll make a move. So your back is straight and just your shoulder. Now, if you feel a twinge in your back, go ahead and stop there. You don't need to go all the way down, or as far as you know you can. Now move your chin towards your shoulder. You'll feel a different stretch. I feel it all the way down my spine. Okay, now chin up and head up. Good job. So, other side. So, left ear to left shoulder. Again, see, I just leaned. So, try to keep your back straight and don't lean. Also, don't shrug your shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Those are all things I have a tendency to do. Now, move your chin towards your shoulder. You should be looking at the floor. Okay, chin up, head up. Okay, good job. Now, let's go ahead and switch our legs if we're sitting cross-legged. Now, we're going to do that same stretch, only with resistance. So, take your right arm over your head and put it gently on your left ear. And we're going to go ahead and, again, right ear to right shoulder. Back straight. Now, when we do this, we're going to push our head against our hand and our hand against our head. So there's resistance there. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with your neck. If you have neck issues, be very, very careful with this. But your hand is pushing, my hand is actually on my temple, pushing against my head. My head is pushing up against my hand. I feel the tension on this side of my neck. Okay, go ahead and let go. We're going to do the other side. So left arm up and over. Now I don't go all the way to my ear. I press on my temple. That's just me. If you want to press on your ear, you can. So head goes, spine straight, your head goes towards your shoulder. Now press up with your head and down with your hand. Be gentle with yourself. You should feel the stretch on the opposite side of your neck. Oh, this is with resistance. We're holding this, just so you know, for 40 seconds. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, one more thing we're going to do while we're sitting here, and this is a new move. We sort of did this on Tuesday. I call it the torso twist. So, hands to your heart, and then move your arms out so your fingers are facing away from you. And then what we do is we rotate from the waist, and we'll go to the right. We hold this for 30 seconds. Just go as far as you can. You won't go very far, but just go as far as you can. When you feel that first pull, stop there. You don't need to go to your full extension. And just hold this for 30 seconds. We're almost there. You can do this standing, sitting. Okay, come on back to center. So we'll do this again to the left. So prayer pose, hands out, setting my timer. And then we'll go to our left. So we are rotating our shoulders. We're rotating from the waist up. We're holding this for 30 seconds. Hey, come on back. Good job. All right. So let's go ahead and do our regular side bends that we do in every class with lat stretch. So again, let's switch our legs, or if you are sitting in a different pose, you'll want to move to cross-legged. And this is a 40-second move. So we slide our hand along the mat. The other one comes up and over. Make sure both sits bones stay on the floor. Arm is up and over. Just go as far as you can. We stay in this position, and then after 20 seconds, move your arm down so it's parallel to the floor and reach for that wall. You'll feel a different stretch. It'll go under your arm and down your back. Stretching our lats. Okay, arm up, torso up. Good job. Okay, other side. So arm along the mat, other arm is up and over. Both sits bones stay on the floor. So just go as far as you can. It's harder for me to keep an eye on my timer when it's this way. Okay, now lower your arm till it's parallel to the floor and reach for that corner. And you will feel the stretch underarm and down your back. Latissimus dorsi stretch. Here we are. Arm up, torso up. All right. So now we're going to do another spine rotation. So left hand on right knee. Your right arm's going to go behind you. Spider fingers, meaning just the tips of your fingers touch. And we're going to rotate we're rotating from the waist. We're rotating our shoulders, leaving our hips facing forward to the right. Right arm is behind you. We hold this pose for 40 seconds as well. So there are things you can do here. You can move your head to the right and left, or you can move your rib cage to the right and left. Don't do them both together. You can do them separately. You can do your head and then your rib cage, or you can just enjoy this stretch and just feel it working on your body. It's actually a very good stretch, bone building. Okay, come on around slowly. We're going to do the other side, but let's switch our legs again first. So right hand on left knee. Your left arm is behind you, spider fingers. Rotate. And again, you have the options here. You can move your head. You can move your torso. Or you can just enjoy the stretch. I like to do these. These are bone building, and I found out I'm just on the verge of osteoporosis. So these are very important. Okay, come on around slowly. Now we're going to do another new thing to Via. We did this on Tuesday. We're changing our pose. Let's go ahead and change it this way. Well, whichever way works for you. Call this the Z pose. And what we do is we rotate towards our outside bent knee and then go down as far as you can in the straight back and just hold it. And this is again a 40-second stretch. So rotate, put your hands down on the mat. You may only stay here, and that's perfectly fine. Just go as far as you can. Keep your back straight. You may have to bend your elbows to come down. But if you're just up here, or even if you're just here, whatever, if you feel pain, you want to stop what you're doing and come back to a resting position. But the idea is to come down as far as possible without hunching. Come on up. And we'll do the other side. So let's reposition our legs. So again, the Z pose. So you rotate your torso and then keep your back straight. If you only go this far, that's perfectly fine. But you want to go as far as you can, keeping your back straight. Okay. All right. Good job. So this is where the strap comes in. Now, as far as your position, you can sit in a chair if it's more comfortable. You can sit on the floor, certainly. You can sit on a bolster or a pillow. I'm going to go ahead and sit on the floor. But again, if you're sitting in a chair, that's perfectly fine. We're going to do some shoulder work. I need to adjust the computer just a little. We're going to be, I want you to see my arms. Okay. Okay, so a strap, a belt, a robe belt tie, a scarf, anything will work that gives you tension. So you're going to hold it in front of you, shoulder across from your shoulders. And we're going to go, the movement is up and down. Very simple. We're going to do this 5 or 7 times. So up and down. These movements are very simple, but they're very effective. Up and down. And even if you don't have a strap, you can do this movement. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more times. Up and down. And up and down. Okay, good job. Now, the next movement, let me demonstrate. You're going to start up and we're going to lean to the right, keeping both sits bones on the floor, and just go as far as you can. You don't have to go all the way back, and then up, and then we'll lean to the left. Now you'll feel your weight go from hip to hip, but you don't want your hip to rise. So up we go. Oops. Again, they're about shoulder length. And let's go to the right. And up. And go to the left. And up. Go to the right. And up. Again, we're moving slowly, so our brain registers what our body is doing, makes it more effective. One more to the right, and up, and to the left, and up. Okay, good job. Now, okay, I couldn't figure out what my note said. I abbreviate on my notes. Okay, the next movement, so we have these in triplets. This is the third movement in this triplet, is you're holding it in front of you, shoulder length apart, and we're going to rotate to the right and then to the left. So that's the movement. So straight in front of you, to the right, and then to the left. Center. Okay. To the right. Try not to hunch your shoulders. I have a tendency to hunch mine. To the right. To the left. Make sure that you're not too far apart on the strap. You want to be directly in front of your shoulders. Because Diane, the reason I'm saying that is I think you're doing this. So you want to be directly across from your shoulders. That's where it does the most movement. Yeah. Okay. One more to the right. Center, and to the left. Center. All right, good job, guys. Now we're going to practice our get-ups because we're going to be transitioning to standing. So there are several ways to get up from the floor. We all know that sitting on the floor is very healthy, and that's great, but then you got to get up sometimes. So there are several ways you can get up from the floor. We've done a few of them in class. One of them is with a chair. You go from sitting to hands and knees, hand on the chair, one leg up, and then you stand. That's one way. And then there's another way to get up without the chair. Once you've done that for a while, you're sitting. Again, you go to hands and knees. You put one knee forward, no chair. One knee forward, push on that knee, push yourself up. That's something to practice. Now, what I have found is, for me anyway, and you'll find what works for you. If I'm on the floor, but I squat a lot anyway, I go into a squat. And then I raise myself up that way. So it's whatever works for you, but I suggest practicing that on a daily basis. I have found that it really works for me. The other day I was at the grocery store and I wasn't carrying a cart. I had stuff in my arms and I needed something on the bottom shelf. So I went into a squat and grabbed it and surprised myself by standing up with my arms full of groceries. I hadn't done that since I was in my 20s. I was amazed. So practicing get-ups is always a good thing to do. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and stand up against a wall. I need to do some production work here. Bear with me. This. So we are standing with our back against a wall. We're going to do back bends at the wall. This is a 40-second pose. So we are standing in good posture. We're maybe 3 or 4 inches from the wall. Arms go up, palms go on the wall. It may be just your fingertips are on the wall. This is the position. If you can put your palms on the wall, that's great, but it may be just your fingertips. This is a bone building pose. We hold it for 40 seconds. Come on down slowly. Good job. Now I do need to adjust this so you can see my feet. So the next thing we do is a spine rotation. So this move, you have your side is to the wall. The foot that is closest to the wall goes forward. The other foot goes back. Your arms, your hands go up, but your elbows stay at your side. And you just rotate your spine and put your palms on the wall. And this again is a 40-second hold. So our palms are on the wall. Our hips should be parallel with the wall. Shoulders as close as you can towards the wall. You won't be able to do it the whole way, but that's the idea. We are rotating from the waist up. So shoulders or hips point that way, shoulders point this way. Palms on the wall. 40 seconds. Slowly come out of that. We're going to do the other side. So again, the foot that is closest to the wall is forward. The other foot is back. Elbows at your waist. I call this my hands up position. And then you rotate to the wall, palms on the wall. And we hold this for 40 seconds. "40 seconds is the time it takes for your brain to register that you're in this position. And it's a bone building pose. You need to hold it for 40 seconds to make it effective. So here we are. All right. Good job. Now for the third movement, I'm going to adjust this one more time. I want you to see my arms. We're going to do what's called a double snow angel. Now we've done the single snow angels when we do the sideline series, but this one is double. So you are standing in good posture, arms at your sides, palms facing away from you. Both arms up, together above your head, then face them forward and bring them down. So rotate your arms so your palms are facing away. Arms up. Palms forward. Arms down. One more time. Palms away. Arms up. Palms forward. Arms down. Okay. Good job. So we're going to go back down to the mat. And let me just hook up here real quick. So we're going to start on our hands and knees. So you might want to put a cushion under your knees. You can fold the mat over if you have trouble with your wrists in this position, or put something under your wrists to help. Flipping the mat over can help some people. And we're going to do a bird dog, but we're going to work up to it. So the first thing we're going to do is just our legs. So your right leg goes out and then up. And I forgot to set my timer. 30 seconds. So out and then up. Try not to tilt try to keep your hips even. If you have to lower your leg, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and lower your leg and bring it back. So now your left leg, slide it along the mat and then up. Again, try to keep your hips even. Hold it up there as long as you can. Go ahead and lower it and bring it back. Good. Now we're going to do the arms. So before we do that, let's shake our hands out a little because we've been putting weight on our hands. Okay. So now we do our arms. So we are hands and knees, and arm goes forward. Just like that. We're going to hold that 30 seconds. If you need to come down early, go ahead. That's okay. All right, come on down. And now your left arm. So up it goes. Try to keep your shoulders even, the way you did with your hips when you were doing your legs. Reach for that wall. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Check out both hands again. I find myself having to do that a lot. Okay, now we're going to try something for 20 seconds. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise our right arm and our left leg and try to hold it for 20 seconds. If you have to come down early, that's fine. If you have trouble with your leg and you can't really hold it out, that's okay too. You can hold it in this position. You can have your foot on the floor. with your arm out. That'll work too. So let's go ahead. So right arm out, left leg out, 20 seconds. It'll go by fast. Trust me. Especially if you're not looking at a clock like I am. So 2, 1. All right. Good job. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side. Now again, if you want to leave your leg down like this, that's perfectly fine. Or if you just want to lower your arm this way, that's good too. So whatever works for you. Oops, wrong timer. There it is. 20 seconds. So leg up, arm up. This is excellent for balance and for core, for general arm strength. It's a really good move that I really couldn't do when I first started doing this. Come on down. All right. Are we exhausted yet? Whew. We're going to go ahead and go to our back. Put some support under your head if you choose. And we're going to do a variation of the leg extension that we do for core. And that is simply putting your leg up and extending it and coming back down and coming back. So we're just going to do this 10 times on each side. So your foot is flexed, your knee is bent, and just extend it and come back. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good job. Now we'll do the other side. So we start by pulling our knee back, flexing the foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Do you hear my knee crack? Okay. Now we're going to do windshield wipers. Now this is where I wanted you to have something soft. If you have a brick, that's fine, but something soft between your knees, a folded towel, a sponge ball, a small pillow would work. Something that keeps your knees together but isn't uncomfortable. So we're just going to windshield wiper, not all the way down, just back and forth a little bit, loosen up our hips. It's better to have something soft there. I had a brick there before, and that's just too hard. I'm a delicate flower, you know. Okay, so just back and forth. I'm not going all the way down, just maybe halfway down. There we go. Okay. So that's enough of that. So we're going to do, the next movement is called a slow bicycle. And this is how it works. Our knees are bent, our feet are flat. You inhale your arm towards your face. Your foot is flexed. You exhale. You can breathe here for a minute or so when you do this at your own pace. Then you inhale, the leg comes up. If it's bent, that's okay, but it comes up. I have a small room. I need to adjust the computer a lot. Okay. So your knee is like this, and then you inhale, your leg comes up. You can breathe into this at this point if you choose, and then take a long, slow inhale and exhale as leg comes down. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, long, slow. You want to do this at your own pace. Inhale, exhale. You can rest in any position. When your leg comes down, don't let it touch the floor. You come directly back. So when this feels complete on this side, you can do your left leg. So the knee comes to the face, foot is flexed. You've inhaled, you exhale while it's there. Inhale, the leg goes up. Exhale. You can breathe into it at this point if you choose, or a long inhale and exhale as it comes down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right. Good job. Good job. So let's go ahead and get into a comfortable position for Yoga Nidra. You might want to put something over your eyes. Make sure that you are warm enough. I will guide you to systematically move your attention through internal points as I mention them. You want to allow your awareness to flow to these points without moving any part of your body. Excuse me. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Go ahead and straighten your legs if they're bent. Straighten your arms over your head. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles, first one way and then the other. Now, bend your right knee and hold it to your chest. Straighten that leg out. Bend your left knee and hold it to your chest. Now bend both knees and hold them to your chest and rock back and forth. Feel that massage on your lower back. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll towards the camera using your lower arm as a pillow under your head. And we're actually going to stay in this position for a full minute, starting now. And just relax. Think about how your body feels after all that movement. Should feel awakened and ready to go. So just enjoy the rest. So a minute is up. So slowly come up to sitting. You might want to unmute yourself and switch your view to gallery so we can do our namaste. We'll come up to a sitting position. Hands at your heart. Let's push our hands together just a little bit. Feel some of that shoulder work we did. And then make it loose and gentle. I want to thank everybody for joining me today in movement. I appreciate you. Let's end the class by saying to each other, namaste.
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 All right.
Namaste.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you,
Kathy.
Kathy.